Hi, girlfriend. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sis on Space. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to our community. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. Today, I'm going on the topic of why men value our absence or why men fall in love during a woman's absence. Men and women are different. We love different. I know some women think that men love the way we women do, but unfortunately, it's not. These people love I know it's to call them these creatures or these people because it's a girls channel, so whatever. They love way different. They love under stress, and the times when you are stressing him, let me say, the times when you are stressing him, that's the time he starts to develop feelings for you. And it's the opposite for women. As we fall in love when the man is in our presence and they're actually doing stuff for us, they're taking us out and we're spending time with them. That's when we live in this la 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 land. And we imagine our wedding day and our dress. We're even picking out our wedding rings and everything. When the man is there, we just love it. That's when we're in love. We just stare at him and it's all la la land. Men are the opposite. When you're there too much, they actually don't feel much. Like, unless when you're not there, that's when they start to wonder. That's when their mind go to La La Land. Their mind goes to La La Land as well. Don't think it's not possible. It's very possible for men. They La La Land just like us, but they only La La Land when you're not there. That's why there's a saying, men want something they can't have. It's all part of that whole context. You not being there makes him wonder what you're up to. And the fact that he's wondering and thinking about you, spending that energy to think about you and wonder what is up with you, why you're not here at the moment, it's a stress. And that stress releases a hormone called vasopressin on in men, which makes them fall in love. It's the stress hormone. Oh my God. Studying about this made me laugh the whole entire time. I was like, what is going on with these creatures? It's so funny. And so we're going to get into more details on why they fall in love when you're not there. Like, why don't you fall in love when I'm there? And even before I go into details, you would hear some stories or so many stories about people who broke up or who they were indecisive of if they wanted a girl or not. And as soon as the girl stopped texting him, as soon as she walked away, as soon as she stopped giving him the time of the day, that is when the man came crawling, showing up and being like, hey, I think I want this. There's times when he won't come back. Like, it's not always the time. I'm not saying go and do it, go and try it on a guy who barely loves you, who barely loves you and hates you so much. Don't go and try it on him. I'm talking about the guy who is pursuing you, but then anytime you try to push forward, because these creatures, because men, they retract when you progress, okay? They will go back into their shell when you try to progress because they have to work. They love it biologically. They love the things they work hard for. So you hear stories about, oh, when I stopped talking to him, like when we broke up for 2 months, he came back, or this happened, he showed up at my door or something. It's because he actually had the headspace to think and figure it out, like what he really wants. He had the time and space to figure out what he wants. That's how they fall in love. When there is space, they actually decide what they really want. But when there is no space, they feel cuffed. They feel like you're desperate and they feel suffocated by your presence. They feel like you're too clingy because you always want to be there. And there is a concept why men biologically think. This is the first tip. So the first tip is men biologically think when you're there all the time, you are not valuable. Okay. When you're there in their face all the time, they feel you have nothing to do. They feel they are your life. So they don't value you. It's like the circulation is too much. It's the same with our market. Anything that is too available is very cheap. What are some of the things we can think of? For instance, say something like, for instance, like water, bread. Things like this are so easy to find in the supermarket. So it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest things, like candy, sugar. It's available everywhere. So it doesn't have much value compared to going to Chanel, like getting a Chanel bag. Even in our fashion world, Someone having a Shein bag is easy to come by than someone having a YSL bag, because YSL has a tag, price tag on it. It knows its value. It's not everywhere. You won't find YSL on Shein, but you can find a Shein bag similarly in any other local boutique. So it's the same thing. The cheaper or the more circulated you are, the lesser your value becomes. So to increase your value with men and let them fall in love with you, you have to retreat and go inward and have some kind of independence in order for them to feel the need to pursue and see your value. That's one of the ways they perceive you always being around and not giving them space. Okay. And the number two reason why they will love you or they love you when you're not there is they know that you won't tolerate BS. Because women who have their life together they're kind of assertive. They kind of put people in check. Because honey, they have their life together, they're happy anyways. Okay, you had to work for her. So before you came, life was good. Life was good. So he knows you won't tolerate BS. He knows that, and that is so sexy. Look, girls who don't tolerate BS, you guys are sexy. Let's say that to ourselves. Can we give ourselves that props? Come on, you don't have to tolerate everything a man does, even if it's some women, they will tolerate everything, even his fat. Like that man's fat things, tell him like, babe, your fat things, whatever. Walk away sometimes if he's pissing you off. Be yourself. I know it's hard when you're in love to just let your self-expression show, because you're like, oh, what if I do this and he leaves me? Look, honey, if it's meant to be, it will be. If that man loves you, nothing you do is going to turn him off. Especially not when you're being your real self. When you're being your real self, that's when he's going to love you even more. Okay. Don't put on this mask, because he knows, he will know, or he knows you're faking. He knows this is not who you are. And you taking shit makes him feel like you don't know your worth. He feels like, what? I could just say anything to her and she would take it? Who is she? Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself so cheap. Because men value women who value themselves. They're trying to be like, oh, I don't want to come up as a BITC age, I just want to be a nice girl. Well, be ready to finish last of the bottom, okay? Say, for instance, if this man, you catch him flirting with other girls, so like he's cheating, talking to other girls, walk away. Just throw in the towel and be like, GG's. If you're not ready to be a man and you're all up with games, I am out of here. Like, don't take his BS. Don't. That is sexy, okay? If he falls short and he's trying to slack back and act all comfy, like he didn't work for you, and he's trying to treat you like you're a regular, pack your stuff and go to your house. Make him miss you, okay? These creatures. I hope no man watches this, because I know you're going to hate me for that. Anyway, the third one is you come off selfish and nonchalant. I know somehow one or two girls have been through this couple of times, or maybe once in their life. Have you dated that man who is so nonchalant? Like, he acts like he doesn't give a damn about you. He actually doesn't give a damn about you. And it's not like he acts like he doesn't give a damn about you. That should hurt. Have you seen that man who is all about himself and his friends and his hobbies and his job? And even if you're around him, he's like, I think people call it emotionally unavailable, whatever. That one. If you're like that with men, oh, you are the epitome of, they can't love anybody more than you, okay? And the moment you show them like breadcrumbs of affection, they like scramble on that. They will do anything to please you, just to have that validation again and again and again. So don't be all clingy and be all available and be all like, oh, I don't know what to say. Like, just be all nice to him. That niceness, men don't like it. You might think that's what they like. What you see in movies is not always how it is in real life. These men don't want you to be too selfless. Too selfless. Like, if you're too selfless, you're not going to get the man. You have to risk the man to get the man. Whoever didn't risk the man won't get the man. You have to risk losing him. Okay, that's how you do it. Risk losing him. Act like it's like. Look, I'm laughing on this topic because it's very funny how these people fall in love, but it's human, so I get it. So risk losing the man in order to get the man. Don't hold on to him so bad that you think the next girl is going to get him. Because if he's meant for you, there is nothing you can do to stop this man from wanting you. And if he's not meant for you, you baby, do all the backflips and the monkey flips in the world. He's not going to be for you. Okay, so don't even stress yourself. Do less and always be selfish. Take time for yourself to do all your routines. Don't laugh if it's not funny. Like if he says a joke and it's not funny, don't try to be like, oh, I don't want to come off nonchalant. If it's not funny, just if you want to be so nice, just yeah, give that smack. Don't ha 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 ha. Darling, he even knows it's not funny. Like guys try hard to make us laugh. So they know when it's not funny because he's trying hard to make you laugh. So if something so simple makes you laugh, he's wondering how many guys make you laugh just to get into your panties. Let him know you don't care about his dry jokes. Just be like, like come harder. That was dry. I mean, you won't tell him, but he will know. Like they know. They study us because they want to be with us. So he will study, be like, okay, I have to work on my jokes. She doesn't even laugh, I mean, you don't push him away, you still talk to him and smile with him, but if the joke is funny, of course you should laugh. Okay, don't be mean. If the joke is funny, please laugh. But if it's not funny, some girls are too nice. Even if the joke is not funny, they will open all their mouth to laugh, and that is not what we want to be. Okay, take time for yourself. Be selfish. Don't laugh if it's not funny. Okay. And the third reason is you come off desperate if you're all up in his face and as if you have nothing else to do. You have no life. Your life revolves around him all the time. If I was a man, I'll feel the same thing. Why are you trying to cuff me so bad? Why are you asking me when is our next date? Why are you texting me first all the time? I am the man. I'm saying if I was in his shoes, I would feel like I'm the man. I'm supposed to cut you because I know this thing isn't cheap. I know being a woman isn't cheap. We are very expensive as women. So you trying to be with me as a man so bad makes me think, do you have any issues as a woman? Do you have an agenda? He might hit, of course he will. But is he going to respect you and give you the value as the woman he went after, worked hard for her, that woman made him release all those stress hormones, all those vasopressin in his brain, all that chemicals in his brain and his body? Is the feeling going to be the same? Him looking at you, him looking at that woman, he's going to put you last all the time because you are too available. He knows he can call you anytime you're going to be available because you are actually wanting to be with him. So you have to reduce your price. It's a business anyway. You, the one wanting to be with me, has to be in my schedule. If I say I'm available this time because you are desperate to be with me, you have no choice. You're limitless. And since you want to be with me so bad, you can't come in all expensive. You have to reduce your price. Because I am the hot commodity. So since you want me so bad and I'm the ish, you can't come to me telling me you're worth this and that. First of all, honey, you are the one wanting me. So you can't tell me what to do. So you change the rules of the game. You make him be in charge and he tells you what he is worth and what you should do as a woman. And that is a bad place to be because as a woman, your value is in this. So if he doesn't even value that, he doesn't value your beauty, he doesn't value your brains, what else is there? He's going to use you up and let you go. Okay? And the reason why I say values in this, don't get it wrong, because that's why men come in the first place. If we took that off the table, they wouldn't really come like that. It's one of the main reasons they're trying to get in there. Let's not pretend like we're not adults. Come on. So put some value to yourself by having a life. Have yourself your job or your career. Have families or friends or a support system that you spend time with that fills up your life and you don't have to rely on anything outside of your own happiness. Learn how to make yourself happy. Have your own happy life that you share with people, but not in the sense trying to get people to fill you up. Learn to fill yourself up as a woman. Learn to have things that make you happy. Ask yourself, what are the things that makes me feel fulfilled? What are the things that I know if I add to my life, no matter how hard the routine is, if I add that routine to my life, it's going to take my mind off boys, 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 and make me focus on my own life. Start doing that. Incorporate that habits one by one into your life. If it's YouTube, start doing it. Hey, it's not easy, but if you have passion for it, you're going to make it one way or the other. God has no choice but to bless you. That's what you're passionate about, and you're doing it consistently, and you love it. The universe has no choice but to bless you. So whatever you put your heart to, pour your heart into it. Be passionate about it and do it consistently. Don't do it when the guy breaks up with you and you're lonely and you go and do it. Then when he comes back, you drop everything and you chase him. That is not passion. So fill your life up, have a life of your own, and watch that man come back. Because I've heard a lot of stories, relationship stories, whereby the man came back after the woman stopped begging, stopped asking, stopped chasing, picked up herself up, just herself, and moved on with her life. The men always come back. When you're not there, that's when they get the time to think about what they really want. If they want you, where you fit in their life, if you're going to fit in their life. And if it's you, they will come back for you. If it's not you, he'll find who it is that represents that life he wants to live. So whatever is meant for you, darling, you don't have to chase and beg for it. It's going to come. Give it space, give it time. Okay? And the last one is he respects you so much. Why? Because we all respect the things, or we put much respect to the things that we had to work hard to get it. It becomes like a top achievement in our brain. So we put in a special place in our brain or in our heart. Say, for instance, let's say a kid who used his own money to buy a car versus a kid whose parent gave them a car. Which one is going to be more reckless with the car? Of course, the one who was gifted the car. If you don't know the value of something, you tend to treat it anyhow because you never put your heart or your sweat into that thing. And that brings me to a story about a guy who worked so hard, used all his savings to buy his dream car, a car he has always wanted. And the terms and condition on that car is if he gets any scratch or any kind of accident, he has the guarantee that he's going to get a new one, exactly that car, the same thing. So one time he parked his car in the parking lot, and someone came in. They didn't park well and they scratched his car. So he called the company and was like, okay, my car got scratched. I still have the warranty or whatever. And they were like, okay, if that car is scratched, then we'll give you a new one. Do you know he insisted on them cleaning up the scratch and having that same car, even though they were giving him a new car? Because he worked so hard and put all his hard-earned money into his dream car, he had this connection to the car. It's just a car. It's a metal, you would say. Why is he so attached to it? Because he worked, maybe he has starved himself, tried to figure out how to make that money. So it's the same as you. You should be the expensive car. He should figure out, how do I make her want me? Not you asking, how do I make him want me? No. Even in animal kingdom, it doesn't happen that way. The man, you not wanting to be in his face and having your life makes him think, how do I make her think about me? Does she even miss me? What is going on with her? Is she with her friends or is she asleep? Why isn't she texting me back so quick? What is she up to? Is she in the salon? All of that. He's figuring out ways to make it up so you would think about him. He's trying to find ways to make you fall in love with him. And that is the hard work mentally, emotionally. He's investing into you. So even if another girl is prettier than you, there is no way he's going to see her the same as he sees you. And I get these stories all the time. Oh, he was with his girlfriend. She had everything. She had boobs. She had butt. She was pretty. And he still left her for this girl. Sometimes it's not like he left her for that girl. The pretty girl might not have known her value. And the girl who you think is not looking good as her girlfriend might have something which he valued in a woman, like his dream woman, not just the physical beauty. Because some people, they don't look physically beautiful, but when you get close to them, they have standards, something called standard, that makes men want to give up, want to give up their singleness and be with her. So that is the only difference you can beat a beautiful woman with. Because if a woman is beautiful and she doesn't know her worth and she's chasing after men, men would treat her the same as a woman who is not beautiful. Okay, who you think is not beautiful. But if a woman is beautiful, but if a woman is not beautiful and she knows her worth, she's going to get the top man also. So it's all about the behavior sometimes. So if you have the looks, get your game on also. Don't be beautiful and worthless. It doesn't make sense because somewhere some part of your body is going to suffer. So with all of that being said, you definitely don't want to be the woman who the man says then be like, oh, she wanted me, I wasn't even ready to be cuffed. Or because she couldn't hold on to your emotions and let him decide. It's best if you let him decide because you never know what he's going through, what he has been through. Some men, when they go through a very horrible breakup, they tend to be afraid to give up their heart again. So they're very careful. They take that time before they choose again. So give him all the space because you coming off so hard will make him feel like, do you have an agenda or do you give yourself to every man that comes like that? How many of these men have you given yourself to? That's what he'll be thinking. And he will never see you as the one. Okay, so please and please and please, ladies, anytime a man is in your face trying to date you, no matter how much you love him, don't try to cough him, don't try to suffocate him. Do the opposite. Reverse uno. Okay, reverse uno. And let him prove that he can take care of you. Let him prove that his love is real. Because him not proving, him not working and not doing anything, just know he didn't release any kind of love hormones to have that feeling for you. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are. If he doesn't release that reciprocity, there is no chance of he'll be with you, he'll do whatever he has to do with you. But love, I bet you not. I can bet that one. I bet you not. So do the opposite of what your heart is telling you. Give him all the space he needs. All the space he needs until he comes. Run and be like, it's you, you're the one. Just like they do in the movies. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. This was a fun video to make. I was laughing the whole time because I only I only know of women's love. Getting to know men's love is a fun way of learning, and I hope you learned something from it. And comment below, what are your thoughts? Have you been with a guy who you noticed these signs on? Were you selling yourself short, or you actually embodied this behavior and all the men fall in love with you? I don't know. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Also, maybe you have any suggestions on this same topic that I left out, I couldn't talk about, because my research was these were the vital points I picked out of it. Let me know also in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, girlfriend. I'll see you on my next video. And check out my other videos. I have videos on signs a guy likes you and so many others. But that one first if you want to know if he likes you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.